Welcome to today's lecture. This is Blessed Elvis. So in today's lesson, we are going to discuss the basics in integrating different given functions. So when it comes to integrating, there is one thing that we should be familiar with, this symbol here. This symbol is called the integral. So this symbol here is what represents integration of given function. So whenever you have been given a function and then you see this, it simply implies that that function is being integrated. So apart from the word integration, the other term that can be used for this is antiderivative. Okay? So now in this video, we are going to discuss the power rule of integration. So let's say we have been given certain functions. So let's look at some examples. So let's say you have, let's say, integral of, let's say, 2x raised to power 3, then dx. What do you think can be the value of this? So if you just simply see this function here, what should come into the mind is integration. So integrating using the power rule, what you simply do is add 1 to the power and then divide the same power. So in this case, we're going to have 2x. So we are going to add 1 to the power and then divide the same power. That's how it is. And then we add the constant value c here. So this is basically how we go about this. And then simplifying this further, we're going to have 2x. So 3 added to 1, we're going to have power 4. And then 3 here as well, added to 1, we're going to have power 4. Then plus constant c. So if we want, we can simplify further by dividing this 2 into 4. Of course, we know 2 into 2 is 1, and then 2 into 4 is 2. So in this case, we're going to have 1, or rather 1 multiplied by x power 4, it's x power 4. So instead of writing 1 over 2, we can also write x raised to power 4 over 2 down there, then plus constant c. So this is the answer. So this is basically the general concept behind this. You add 1 to the power and then you divide the same power. So you may have different functions. Let's say we have the integral of, let's say, 3x raised to power, let's say 5, and then we add, let's say we have 2x, let's say this is raised to power 3, then dx. So how can we find the integral of this? So as the general concept goes, or rather the rules, you simply add 1 to the power and then divide the same power. So in this case, we're going to have 3x power 5 plus 1 over 5 plus 1. And then plus, you go to the next expression we have, so 3 plus 1 over 3 plus 1, then plus the constant value c. So here, simplifying this further, we're going to have 3x 5 added to 1, we're going to have what? 6. Okay, the same down here, as the denominator, we're going to have 5 plus 1, 6. Then plus 2x. Now, 3 added to 1, we're going to have 4. Over 3 added to 1, we're going to have what? 4. Okay, then plus constant value c. So let's just wrap the top part here since we are done with it. Hopefully that you are following and you have gotten the concept. Okay, so in this case, simplifying this further, we know that 3 into 6, it's 2. So here is 3 into 3, it's 1. And then 3 into 6, it's 2. So we're going to have 1 over 2 here. And then x to the 6th power. Okay, to the 6th power. And then plus, added to 2 into 2, it's 1. 2 into 4, it's 2. So we're going to have also half here of x. Then we have 4, so we're going to have to the 4th power, then plus the constant value c. So this is how we integrate. So let's look at one more last example. So let's say we have the integral of, let's say we have x raised to power 4 and then minus 3x raised to power 2, then plus 5. What do you think can be the value of this? So in this case, we are going to integrate the first expression here. We know we're going to add 1 to the power. So this is going to be 4 plus 1 over 4 plus 1. And then here we're going to add 1 to the power as well. We're going to have 2 plus 1, and then divide the same power, that is 2 plus 1. Then we know that any constant number which does not have a variable is the same as it has a variable of x raised to power 0. So 5 is the same as 5x power 0, because we know that any number, or rather any variable raised to power 0, it's simply 1. So in this case, where we have x power 0, it's the same as 1. When we multiply 1 with 5 here, we're going to have what? 5 here. So this implies that where we have 5, it's the same as we have 5x power 0. So for the sake of integrating this expression, we're going to have, where we have 5, we're going to write x power 0, because this is the same as this. So in this case then, we're going to have 5x power 0, then plus the constant value c. So you always write the constant value c. Don't forget to do that. So in this case, let's simplify this expression further. So in this case, we're going to have x 4 added to 1, we're going to have what? We're going to have 5. And then here on the denominator, we're going to have the same value. Then minus, in this case, we're going to have 3x. And then adding 2 to 1, we know now it's what? It's 3. Over here, it's the same value, that is 3. And then plus, in this case now, adding 1 to 0, it's going to be 5x. So 0 plus 1, it's 1. Over here, you divide the same value, that is 0 plus 1. So 0 plus 1, we know it's 1. Then plus the constant value c. So let's wrap the top part here, since we don't need this information anymore. So in this case then, simplifying this further, we're gonna have x power 5 over 5 minus 3 into 3, it's 1, and then 1 multiplied by x power 3 is gonna be x power 3, and then 1 into 5, it's 5. So in this case, we're gonna have plus 5x, because even if we write x power 1, it's simply x. So we're just gonna write x here, and then plus the constant value c. So this is basically how we integrate. Thanks once again, guys, for staying this far. Please like, subscribe, share, and turn on the notification button so that you are updated whenever I upload a new video. Stay blessed.